Hey, what's up, y'all? It's your girl, Jay Iman, and we are back with another one. And today, for some reason, I just wanted to touch on balance and how important balance really is in our lives. Balance applies everywhere in our life. And when we start focusing in on other things and we get off balance, it can create a lot of friction throughout our life. Now, you could be imbalanced spiritually, mentally, physically, emotionally. You can be imbalanced in friendships, in relationships, just in your inner self. There's so many ways to be imbalanced, and that's why it's important for us to stay balanced. Now, I tell people this all the time. It's very important for you to rest, refocus, and rebalance. Trying to please everyone around you, going through your days like it's a routine, or just pouring into multiple places, trying to make something grow, it gets tiring. And I know you're tired. And at some point, you deserve to pour into yourself, because outside validation will never do it for you. Outside validation is a temporary balance. Imagine depending on other people for water every time you were thirsty. How would that make you feel? What mental space would that put you in? What position would that put you in? Does that now put you as the main character of your story, or does that make you an extra? These are the things that we do to ourselves subconsciously when we give other people power. You don't ever want to seek validation outside of yourself before you seek it inside of yourself. Now, there's a balance to it all. Of course, we're human, so we love validation from outside sources, but we have to always remember that that is number two. That's not number one. Our number one validation should be coming from self. It shouldn't be coming from any outside source, because when you do that, you give that outside source power over you. And if you do give outside sources dominion over your validation, don't be surprised if you start to develop a lack mentality. It'll start feeling like you can never fill your own cup. You're always empty and you're always searching for something or searching for more. And you might even start developing anxious attachment styles. And that's with relationships, friendships, anything. You'll start feeling a lack of it being there. You'll start feeling like it's going to leave you at some point. And that could happen anytime you don't feel validated, or that thing or that person doesn't make you feel validated in that moment. The devil lies in the confusion. It's the details of it. It's you not giving yourself validation that's causing all this extra stuff to happen on the outside of you. Now, one thing about a main character that we must always remember, above all things, they love themselves. You gotta love yourself enough to know it's okay to take a break. Love yourself enough to set and stand on those boundaries. Be in love with yourself enough to feel when you're off balance. And then love yourself enough to have the courage to separate yourself from whatever is having you off balance so that you can become realigned again. It's all about self-love, and it's all about balance. Even the Most High try to stress to us the importance of timing and balance. So, it goes both ways. No matter what you believe in, balance is important. Now, self-love is always going to be the first step to balance, because without self-love, you're not going to look within yourself to even see if there are any imbalances. You're just going to keep going with the flow. And that's why it's important to have self-love, because you're going to demand that love from everything else around you, right? So how you love yourself is how you show people to love you. Sometimes self-love, we like to think, is just looking in the mirror and saying like, I'm that or I'm that or something like that. But it's not. It's way more than that. It's what you eat. It's how you prioritize yourself over other things. It's how serious you take yourself. It's self-discipline. It's going to the gym, eating right. It's not allowing people to play with you or belittle you or make you feel less than, knowing when to walk away. These are all different forms of self-love. And if we don't have those things, then we're teaching people how to treat us in ways that we don't want to be treated. So that's why it's important to have self-love, but also love from other people. It's balance. It's a balance, but it starts with you. This whole conversation is about balance, but I'm trying to make you realize that it all starts within you first. How you decide to shape, mold, and balance out your own life. All right, y'all. So this was supposed to be a short one. This was just something that was on my head. It was a hot topic that I wanted to start the week out with, because I thought it would be very interesting. And shoot, I needed it too. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes we need to talk to ourselves. So if you like the content, go ahead, hit the subscribe button. We'll be here a few more times. Oh no, honestly, I don't really know how long I'm gonna be doing this, but it feels good right now. And if it helps other people, that's even better. So go ahead, hit that like and the subscribe button, and I'll catch you on the next one. Peace.